All right, Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. They're on the 17-yard line.
Check 53. Watch the screen. 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 Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. Check 13. Check 13. Big edge. Big edge. Big edge. Hey.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Switch, switch, switch. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Pop. 53's the mic.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Reset. 52's the mic, boy. 50. All you get is a headache. Mike 52.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. Duke Johnson deep for Cleveland. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because you know a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D.
Alert, 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 alert.
Throwing, Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a first down pickup of 8. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Kings.
They'll run with Taylor. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 25.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On third down, it's Taylor taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there, with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll run on first down. Swift. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. Fights off the defender. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down to probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Steps away to his left. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Oh, and they had it stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Able to pick up a dozen yards on the keeper, but now it's 4th down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, Swift. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He'll get this to Eckler. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
53, Mike, pick me up, here we go.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration, and he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
What we got?
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On 3rd down, Swift, and he'll get nothing out of that one. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they coughed it up. led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Here's Taylor. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Not today, you are. Not today. Real. 59 mark, 59 mark.
From the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, alert!
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
59. Hey, check.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
First down, Ravens.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's our field. It's our
From the gun, Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A gain of 12 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Let's go.
40's Mike. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Hey, pick your...
What's
Mike 40, Mike 40. Check. He's coming. Rabbit.
Point it right.
40's Mike. 40's Mike.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
180.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball.
First down, Mayfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A 2nd one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the 1st by a few yards. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here.
Mayfield to throw it. They'll find Taylor. That's complete.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. That's taken in by Callaway. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert 33.
40, Mike 40.
Bravo.
Get him. Mike 40, Mike 40.
Mayfield with it once more. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Jim.
Hey, alert 33.
Watch safety three. Watch safety.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Regular.
And again, it's Mayfield. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come here, capitalize on this one.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Set, ready. Keep the Pittsburgh. Imagine. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 53's the mic. 50. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball.
Jackson on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Alert flare, flare.
On 2nd down, Eckler. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Let's go, D.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey, watch your leg.
Kill.
This time Jackson will throw it. Dancing to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Better bring it. You better bring it. 2-6. Right now, you better.
On third down, Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, the field goal attempt is well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Let's go. Check. Watch the safety creep.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Go back. We got motion. Back up. Mike 52. Echo. Check 52. Come on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Hey, come on. Stay with you. Go. Come on. 52's the mark, boys. 52. Here we go, D. Mike 52. Watch twist.
They go play action now. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Real.
On first down, Taylor. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down.
Hey, alert!
59.
Go! Got.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down.
He's checking. Crash. Pick the edge. Go.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Check 31.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Let's get it.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not bend.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's real. Showing that. What?
Throwing, Mayfield. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
It's just me and you.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield, screen play, Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Mayfield off the play fake. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Fletcher Cox, his 2nd sack of the night.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows a coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come on it. Switch it. What? Go.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long, and he's going to go down again. Joe Schobert in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Returnable here from the 38. A very good return there. Give them an even 20 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
180! Alert!
Okay, double up.
What's that?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
What's that? What's that?
On 2nd and a couple. Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw, Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Taywan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Big series right here. We got to
Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Here we go. Come to the ending. You remember me? You remember me? 66. Bullet. How? Hard. 52's the mic. Check. Yep, yo. Choose the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
New mic.
That's it.
52.
Hey, keep it go. Get the weight room. 61. Max box. Light. 6 drop. Check 6 guy. Tight dog.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So Cleveland able to come away with the